A super typhoon is churning in the eastern Pacific, and it has its sight set on Guam. The island is bracing for Super Typhoon Sinlaku. The storm is equivalent to Category 4 hurricane strength with winds at 150 miles per hour. Preparations are currently underway on the island as Sinlaku is expected to make direct impacts tomorrow. For more, we are joined by Landon and Brandon Aydlett, meteorologists for the National Weather Service office in Guam. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for joining us at such a busy time. We were just looking at this on radar, and this storm just looks like a monster. I'm wondering what you are thinking when you look at this, and what are your reactions to how it's strengthened?
Yeah, this is certainly a powerhouse super typhoon now, becoming a 150-mile-per-hour sustained typhoon just in the last several hours. This is a powerhouse for the month of April, but it's something that's not too stranger to us in the West Pacific, where typhoons can occur any time of the year. This is something we're having to watch very closely for because it's going to be affecting some of our islands, especially in the coming days. Guam, we may be dodging a huge bullet with this one, but we are preparing maximally across the island after being struck by Typhoon Mawar just back in 2023.
Let's continue to talk about that storm because that one was significant. Do you think that the island is prepared for another storm of this magnitude?
I would say Guam has done a lot of improvements with both the infrastructure and also the resilience of the people. It's been about 20 years since Guam itself has last been hit by a significant typhoon. But when we look at the neighboring islands to the north, Tinian and Saipan, they have had some notable typhoons. The last one, significant one, Super Typhoon U2 in 2018, with maximum sustained winds of about 175 miles per hour. And so fortunately, latest forecast tracks don't show that type of an intensity, but we're still looking at the likelihood of a super typhoon, 150 miles per hour, high in Category 4, passing just off the southern tip of Tinian and not very far away from Saipan.
Yeah, the effects are certainly going to be substantial for sure. Landon, I want to address the next question to you specifically. You're, of course, working with FEMA and the American Red Cross on the ground. And we're curious, what are some of the biggest challenges that you guys are facing as we speak in preparation for the storm?
Yeah, definitely there's twofold to this challenge. One is the compact states. That's the Federated States of Micronesia to our south. They were having a multi-day storm event with tropical storm force conditions for several days. That was from its very beginning stage all the way up until it became a tropical storm and then a typhoon moving northward out of the area. We've got some significant damage reports from critical infrastructure collapse. This is across Wino, the main population center of Chuuk State in the FSM. Hospitals out of power, roads are blocked, impassable traffic, communications blackouts for radios, telephones, anything to the outermost islands. So these people are very much stranded and inaccessible at this point. We have a couple of casualties across Chuuk State. Government facilities are also taking a significant beating with flooding and wind damage. So this is going to be a pretty grim situation across Chuuk State and all of the islands across Chuuk State. For us in the Mariana Islands, FEMA, we have a large group of FEMA folks here on island. The American Red Cross, I was just on a United flight out of Hawaii, coming back early from vacation to be here. And that flight was packed with FEMA officials and Red Cross volunteers, people to come and pre-deploy to the response efforts. And so it looks like the response may be bigger up in the CNMI, that's Rota, Tinian, and Saipan. And so people are staging here, ready to go.
Yeah, preparations, I'm glad to hear that they are underway. And Brandon, this storm comes before the start of the Eastern Pacific hurricane season. So we have been talking a lot about El Nino, and we're curious to hear what you think, how El Nino will play a role with this typhoon.
Well, that is the big question that a lot of people around here are asking because there's such a big impact on the La Nina, the El Nino pattern. And that is actually one of the contributors to this typhoon that we are looking at in our region. This time of year, as we start to shift into an El Nino, we start seeing more and stronger westerly wind bursts along the equator. So we're seeing a reduction in the easterly trade winds. Those westerly winds start blowing across through our lower latitudes across Micronesia. And now we're starting to see those disturbances start to take shape in central eastern Micronesia the Marshall Islands. And when we see those disturbances take root out there, they have a lot of warm water, a lot of distance that they can take, they can intensify, and then they come straight into the central heart of Micronesia, Chuuk State, as we're seeing right now. And then they can set their sights right here on the Marianas. And we've seen that many times over the past several decades.
It's been great hearing your perspective on what we can expect with Sinlaku and just hearing about your expertise being in the region. That's Landon and Brandon Aydlett, meteorologists for the National Weather Service office in Guam. Thank you both so much, and please stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.